Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a couple of months or more than that since I uploaded, but here we are. We have a very special guest, Eric. I went to nursing school with him and now we're both registered nurses on our first year despite the pandemic. And so, yeah, I'm so glad that you're able to join me. How are you?
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. I'm hanging in there. I'm pretty good. Generally how I am right now is I feel very lucky to be where I am. Yeah, I would say.
Definitely. Yeah. And so, can you tell us what type of nursing you're doing right now? Because it's really interesting.
Yeah, so the type of nursing I do is quite interesting. So I am a operating room nurse at a big city hospital. And at this hospital, you get a whole lot of surgical patients who have high acuity. And it's also like a trauma hospital, so a lot of trauma cases come into our hospital. So we see a lot of trauma surgeries. And so the type of nursing I do is you look after the patients intraoperatively, so during their surgery. So you do like a whole variety of things. I won't get into too much detail, but you're looking after the patient's safety. You're looking after the sterile technique of yourself and the team. And you're also looking after also different needs of the surgical team. So you're working with anesthesia to make sure that they're happy with the patient's airway, if you can assist in any way with that. Starting lines with the anesthesiologist. And of course with the surgeon, if you're scrubbing in, then you're obviously setting up for surgery. So you have your instruments ready. And you're also looking at like the different instruments and what they're going to use it for, and so you just organize your table and your meal tray, which I feel like I'll make a whole video about that.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I'll be linking his channel down below on his socials because we actually filmed another video, but on my perspective as well. But please check out his channel after you watch this video. And so, since you're an operating room nurse, what type of surgeries have you seen that's like the most interesting for you?
For me, okay, so I've been in quite a number of different surgical services. So I can name them. I've been in general. I've been in spinal surgery. I've been in neurosurgery, so that encompasses the brain. I've been in ENT surgery. I've been in eyes. That's been my least favorite just because, the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also been in thoracic surgery. And what else have I been in? I've been in plastic surgery. And you know what? Like, there's probably more that I've been part of, but those are the ones I can name, like, right now. But the most interesting surgery I've been part of is was a plastic surgery, but really but before that, it was like all kind of like different surgical specialties like have their own different procedures that are very interesting. So I find that it just depends on what the procedure is that really interests me, but I really like plastic surgery. Yeah.
Nice. That's interesting. Oh my goodness. And so what made you decide to go into this specialty? Like, when did you know this is where you wanted to go into?
So if you remember when we were in nursing school, we were little students running around. We had our OR days, or literally, or a day, just one day.
Just one day.
Yeah, one day. If you're
And if you're lucky, you get two.
yeah, if you're lucky, you might have two. But I spent my one day in the operating room, and it was during ortho surgery. It was our ortho surgical rotation, and I spent one observational shift watching ortho surgery,
Yeah.
and literally I was like, what the heck is going on? Because the patient is obviously under general anesthesia, like thank God they're not awake. But literally I was watching the surgeon like pop a bone, cut it with a saw, and like power tools, and it was just so crazy. And like watching it was just watching something so like fascinating that you and like so different from anything you ever like see every day, that it just threw me in. And then I like realized, I'm like, wait, there's nurses in the room, what are they doing? And then
Yeah.
I found it very interesting that, and I found that I really like the fact that there's teamwork involved. And I just felt like there's just something about being in the operating room that fascinated me, based on what drove me to nursing school in the first place, was to like care for people, which is what all nurses do, and then two was be interested in like the human biology.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I remember for my OR day, it was an ortho surgery as well, and we had to wear the really heavy
Lead.
jackets. Yeah, the lead jackets.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do people do this for, let's say, what, 10 hours or even longer than that? So I really commend people who are in the OR surgeries, because it can take long or even short. But yeah, that's really good though that you were able to go into your specialty right away, right after nursing school. And so do you have any advice for nursing students who are graduating this year and who are interested to go into OR?
Well, if you're graduating from nursing school, my advice for you is that please take time to study for the NCLEX. I took about a month and a half, and I passed in 75 questions. I made a whole video about that on my channel, so please watch if you want to see how I did that.
Yeah.
And for people going to the OR, I would definitely recommend that you take specialty courses, like extracurricular online courses that can be offered to you. Please talk to your program coordinator at your nursing program. Meet with them and meet with other students who are interested in the operating room nursing, especially as well. And you kind of like have a discussion about, what does it look like for you, practicing in the OR. Because I ended up getting the OR for my final preceptorship, which is their final practice in nursing, your last practice. And I got that because, I had a meeting with my program coordinator to see how students can get themselves into the OR in the first place. And then two, I took the courses, and then you just really gotta keep up with communicating with your program coordinators of your nurse school to say that I really want to be in the operating room, and for my final preceptorship, here's what I've done, and they can see what they can do for you. And most likely, I would say that you would get your position for sure if you worked really hard during nursing school and you take your courses. Yeah, because that was a wild what was it? I did my online I did our 7th semester, if you remember that, which is crazy.
Feels like forever ago.
Yeah, and with that 7th semester, I took an extra course to learn about the operating room.
Right. On top of nursing school.
Yeah. So that was 5 classes plus an online class, and you just gotta put in the work.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good advice. Just being able to network, and if you're in a clinical right now where it's something that you're really interested into. One thing too is to just connect with the nurses around the unit, but also like the educator or the manager, because that's really a good way to just get your foot out of the door, basically.
Definitely. Yeah, you gotta really see who's like a really good person to support your practice. So definitely speak to a clinical instructor that you really click with, and see what they think is also what their advice is for you as well.
Right. Thank you. And so one fun question that's not related to nursing is, do you have any hobbies right now that you started participating or doing since this pandemic happened? So
well, okay, so here's like the funny thing is I used to be really into art before nursing school. Like I used to doodle and draw and sketch, and I used to like paint, and my paintings weren't that great. So I thought, what can I do while I'm at home and I can't see anyone, I can't see my friends. What can I do at home alone? And so I realized that I can, tap back into my like artistic side, I guess. And I went to Michael's and I purchased like a whole bunch of different like things for acrylic painting. And honestly, my first painting sucked. And then after that, I just kept painting. And now I'm like painting things that I actually think, oh wow, like it looks pretty good.
Exactly, and at least you have that one painting that you can compare, so you can see your progress. But I think they look amazing.
Oh, thanks. Like I've been really proud of like the work that I put out, and honestly, watching Bob Ross. I mean, pretty good inspiration.
I've been wanting to actually start painting and follow his videos, so maybe that's something that I'll look into. Yeah. Maybe once I'm not into my Animal Crossing obsession. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna end anytime soon, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. It's so nice to catch up with you and also just have this video finally collab. We've been planning for months, but we were going to film, but obviously we can't right now because of social distancing. But I'm really, really glad that we're able to do this despite our technical difficulties. And so please check Eric's channel. I'll link it down below, and his socials will be linked as well. Check out this other part of our interview where he asked me questions about where I am now and what I'm doing currently. And so, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
Wash your hands.